Hey y'all, Halfmilesniper here. We're back on the range today. Today we're going to be testing some 145 grain Barnes match burners that viewer Izzy sent me. And we're going to be shooting them with some Vitavori N560. We may get really close to 3,000 feet per second today. We'll talk about what Gordon's reloading tool tells us in just a moment. I'll bring you back when we get to the target. So y'all sit back, kick your feet up, enjoy the ride. Alrighty, well today we're going to be using the target diamonds from Marius that he sent me an email. They are on 1-inch grid squares. The diamonds are 1-inch point to point, but across the flats they're like 0.7. We're going to start at 54.5 grains, then we're going to shoot 55.0, 55.5, and 55.8. And the reason we're stopping at 55.8 is because Gordon's reloading tool tells us that at 50, 55.9 or 56, I don't remember which, we are over pressure. So we're going to watch our pressure signs on the brass and see how everything works. We've got this camera turned in, everything looks good. And as you can see, we're just right underneath the target. So as long as I don't do something stupid, we'll be okay. Bring that up just a little bit and call it good. So let's hoof it on back to the firing line before that battery decides it's had enough. Okay, and once again for the new people, this is my Howa 1500. I bought it as a barreled action. I put it in an MDT Oryx chassis and put a Vortex Viper scope on it, 5x25. I shot the gun in that configuration for 1,000 rounds, but the Howa barrel just seemed to be running slow. I struggled to get rounds to hit 2,900 feet per second. So I rebarreled it with an Outlier barrel. It's 1.2 inches in diameter. The entire run, it bumps the weight of the gun up to 17.5 pounds. And somebody had asked about the barrel nut, if it interfered with the chassis. Nope, there is room between the barrel nut and the chassis. So, figured I'd show that to y'all. Okay, let me pop the camera in the stand, and we are going to start out with 54.5 grains of Barnes Barnes 145 grain match burners being pushed by Vitavori N560. Gordon's reloading tool tells us that 54.5 should be 2,904 feet per second. And 55.8 should be 2,977. Again, those are just guesstimates based off the reloading tool. We're going to see what we actually get. Alrighty, well, we are going to take a quick shot of accuracy juice, and then we're going to start off with 54.5 grains of Vitavori N560, pushing the 145 grain match burners. Again, thank you, Izzy, for sending me those match burners, and we're going to see how they shoot here and see if we can get some speed out of them. Eyes on, ears in. Chronograph is fired up. Target camera's running. Funny thing, at the PRS match last weekend, I forgot to take the chamber flag out, and I was trying to load the gun and wasting time. Took me a while to figure that one out. Okay, so we are going to start on the left-hand dot, and we are going to hold 12 o'clock, the 12 o'clock point, Okay. I'm not sure. Did we load? No, we didn't. I short stroked it right off the bat. And that's not good. That might be a little bit long. Let's see. Yeah. Well, I think I'm going to have to go back to the drawing board. Well, so much for that. Those are loaded too long. I failed to make a dummy round and verify that they would feed. So, that's going to be kind of a short session. But you know what? I can take these home and I can seat them a little bit deeper, make me an appropriate dummy round. But what we can do is I'm going to change the target and we'll test the hammer bullets. So, take a deep breath, go get some coffee, or if it's evening time, go get a beer. I'll be right back, and we're going to shoot the 134 grain hammers out of the new barrel. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to change over, and now we're going to shoot some 134 grain hammers with 55.8 grains of Vitavore N560. These, out of the old barrel, were running like $29.50. I'm going to back this up a little bit. I'm going to back this up a little bit, and we are going to see what kind of energy these are cranking for giggles. Okay, got 134 grain set in there. So, yes, valuable lesson. Doesn't care how long you've been reloading. I should have double-checked those before I came to the range. They're too long. They are too long to chamber. Rookie mistake. And I've been loading for 46 years, 47 years. You're never too old to make stupid mistakes. Okay, continuing on, since the 145 grain match burners didn't work out, we're going to shoot some 134 grain hammers. I have 5 rounds loaded up, and like I said, these were running 29 and change out of the old barrel. We're going to see what they do here. I am going to hold, since I'm back to a round dot, I'm going to hold 6 o'clock on that dot. $31.07.9. That's a new all-time high for my 6.5 PRC. $31.04.2. $31.57.6. 3108.1. Did we short stroke? We short stroked. Okay. Did I short stroke again? Yes, I did. Okay. Okay, why is it not loading? Oh, this is the new magazine. New magazine doesn't want to load that last round. Let's go to the old magazine and see what happens. There, that felt better. $30.67.9. Okay, now why? We're going to have to do some measuring on that because that new magazine does not want to let that last round feed. Oh well. Okay. Moment of truth. Our 5-shot average, 3109. Extreme spread, 89.8. Standard deviation, 28.6. Obviously, I jacked up the reload somewhere. So let's see what kind of energy those 134 grain hammers have downrange. Okay, the 134 grain hammers running 3,100 feet per second have 2876.0 foot-pounds energy at 100 yards. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Okay, let's go pull that target and measure that up. Okay, well, half mile screwed the pooch on the 145 grain match burners. Gonna have to break out my measuring device and figure out with a match burner exactly where those bullets need to be seated to and reseat them. I was really hoping to see them touch 3,000 feet per second. But I was able to salvage the day because I had the 134 grain hammers that I had loaded up, and we knew that out of the old barrel they were running 2950, and out of the new barrel we are exceeding 3,100 feet per second, and it looked like they shot an okay group. So I'll bring you back when we get to the target. Oh, sweet. Good deal. Okay, so let's take a close look here. I was holding right here at 3,100 feet per second. They were clearly hitting a little bit high. Gonna be just about an inch. Still not too shabby. I think that was my last shot. I felt like I was moving a little bit, so that opened it up pretty good. But they did okay. Let's go back and measure them up. Alrighty. Well, 145 grain barns. We didn't get to shoot any because, well, dummy me loaded them too long. Made a rookie mistake and failed to check my work before handing it in to the teacher. But I was able to save the day with the 134 grain hammers 55.8 grains of Vitavori N560. 5-shot group gave us a .838 inch group. I take that last shot out that I kind of helped maybe, and that group drops to a .550 inch group. And we were running 39.01 feet per second. It's an all-time high average for the 6.5 PRC, my Howa 6.5 PRC, and all it took was changing the barrel. These 134 grain hammers out of the original barrel were running right at 29.50, and out of the new barrel they're running 31.09. I'll accept that. Pretty sweet. Okay, let's go talk about that a minute. And all of our footage today was filmed off our Sunway Photo T2840CK with the 36mm ball head. Started using that since I inadvertently hit my other tripod while testing some 6.5 Grendel. Thank you, Sunway Photo. Alrighty. So, what did we learn today? We learned that, well, gotta make sure you check your magazines. For some reason, my new magazine does not want to feed the last round. And it appears like I might need to tweak the feed lips a little bit. I'm gonna take a measurement after I get home because they just look like they're a hair too tight. Spring tension feels roughly the same. So we'll look into that. The other thing we learned is, even though I've been reloading for more than a few days, I failed to check my work. And the 145 grain match burners that I loaded up, I was thinking about this when I was walking back from getting the target. I may have used the dummy cartridge I had set up for the old barrel. Remember, the chamber on the new barrel here is just a little bit shorter than the chamber on the old barrel. Or at least the rifling, the lead is shorter because I had to knock the other rounds back like 30 thousandths more than previously. I have to double check my notes, but I want to say it was something like 30 thousandths. And if I did, use the old dummy round without reseating everything, yeah, that would have me in the hard jam and not able to close the bolt, and that's exactly what was happening. So I'll have to rework those rounds a little bit so we can come back out another day and try them. But the Outlier barrel is definitely moving faster. Those 5 rounds bring us up to, I think, 41 rounds now. 41 rounds down this barrel. So, they shot okay. The hammer bullets, that is. That last round, like I said, I think I gave it a little extra trigger when I pulled the trigger. Pushed it a little bit low. Somehow jerked the trigger or what have you. That's why I measured with and without that last round. But all in all, new barrel's running good. We broke 3,100 feet per second for an average with the 134 grain hammers. Previously, we shot the 156 grain burgers, and those are just about touching 2,900 feet per second. So we're definitely out of Creedmoor territory now for those who kept telling me, oh, you're only loading the Creedmoor speeds. No, it was the barrel. But yeah, mistakes were made, but because we do things safely, no harm, no foul, it was part of the learning experience. Learning for me, learning for y'all. So, pretty cool. So, as always, Halfmilesniper reminding y'all, stay strapped or get clapped. Carry everywhere you can. Get a CCW if you need one. It's getting crazy out there. Also, I've turned the store back on for t-shirts and mugs and stuff. So feel free to check that out. The link to the store will be in the description, and in the pinned comment will be my affiliate links for Sunway Photo, Track Optics, Anarchy Outdoors, and Matt Hat Jerky. And we'll see if anything comes to pass with Rise Triggers. Be pretty cool if they come on board as an affiliate. So, as always, Halfmilesniper here to thank you for hanging with me. I really do appreciate it. And reminding y'all stay safe, keep shooting. We'll catch you next time.
Send it.
Hit.